been lurking out there for 2 or 3 weeks and cast it specifically in national security terms. You already as president in history, and some of your staff say you were the most recent encounter with I recall yet that President Kennedy had to go for days on end with very little sleep. Any doubt in your mind, Francis?
Not at all, Mr. Truitt, and I want you to know that also I will not age in my opponent's youth and inexperience. And I might add, Mr. Truitt, that it was Seneca or it was Cicero, I don't know which, that said, if it was not for the elders correcting the mistakes of the young, there would be no state. We were succeeding, and that was why the terrorist acts began. There are forces there, in my mind, who don't want us to succeed. We did not engage in conflict that was out of line with our mission. I'm not going to continue trying to respond to these repetitions of the falsehoods that have already been stated here. But with regard to whether Mr. Mondale would be strong as he said he would be, watching the F-14s take off, that's an image of strength. It was being planned. He would have been deep in the water out there because there wouldn't have been any, he was against it. He was against the F-14 fighter. He was against the M1 tank. He was against the B-1 bomber. He wanted to cut the salary of all of the military. He wanted to bring home half of the American forces in Europe. And he has a record of weakness second to none. Indeed, he was on that side virtually throughout all his years in the Senate, and he opposed even President Carter when toward the end of his term, President Carter wanted to increase the defense budget. I tell you that I believe with all my heart that our first priority must be world peace, and that use of force is always and only anything else has failed. We had adequate warning. There was a threat to strengthen our security there or remove our personnel before the kidnap and the takeover took place. I am eternally optimistic, and I happen to believe that we've made great progress. I know those things can grow out of despair in an inner city, that if somebody shoots at them, they can darn well shoot back. When there's hopelessness at home, lack of work and so forth. But I believe that all of us together, and I believe the presidency is what Teddy Roosevelt said it was. It's a bully pulpit. And I think that something can be done from there, because the goal for all of us should be that one day things will be done neither because of nor in spite of any of the differences between us. If I still have time.
Mr. President, I want to raise an issue that